What's up, y'all? NLK Kendama back with another Kendama review! Finally, today's review is going to be on the new laced Kendama NLK Sapper. You guys don't know new laced Kendama, it's owned by my man's Jacob. Jacob works a full-time job, just got his degree, has kids, has an awesome family, and he also designs Kendamas first try, and then they're really good. I'm pretty sure he sells exclusively through Kendama Depot, so you already know the weights are on there. You get to pick whatever weight you want on complete setups and separate setups, which is amazing. Here, I have actually a couple sappers, so the review is going to be pretty in-depth, and it's going to be really focused on the different play of all the different experiences I had with all three of these. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers, so let all your friends know. Please subscribe to the channel. Please watch the videos. It'll help a lot. We're almost to partnership with YouTube, and that'd be a really big, huge milestone for the channel. So share the videos with your friends, do all that. Then I can get better equipment and just be able to finally get something back for doing these videos, because you know, I don't really get anything out of these other than when companies do stuff with me. I'm almost there, and it's all because of you guys, and we're almost to that point, so thank you so much. Let's get into just the small things about this shape really quick. So I'm not going to really go into design of like the Tamas or the Kens, because they're all pretty different. For example, this bamboo sapper has NLK all over the handle stall. This one has the Kendama Depot thing on right here because it's the Kendama Depot one, and then this crazy woodline V4, I think, or V3, I think it's the V4. It says "You Are Conscious Matter," which is freaking dope. And then this was just a Ken by itself, which is awesome. Has a bunch of different woods. And then I have that awesome LVKO Kendama Open Tom on there. Designs are going to vary depending on what Ken you get, what Tom you get, all that kind of stuff. In terms of design on like the cups and stuff, they are kind of an in-between. They aren't like sharp or anything like that, but they also aren't flat. They're very nice in between. And I haven't had like a lot of wear on all these, but I'm sure if I went outside and played them, this purple heart might break if I sesh it hard enough, because purple heart's brittle. These softer Kendamas right here with the beach and the bamboo, it's just innately gonna, you know, fold into itself. That's what Kendamas do. It is what it is. Also, when it comes to wood choices, there are a bajillion woods because he makes awesome wood combinations, so there's going to be a million woods on those depending on which one you get. We also got the awesome bang for your buck Kendama Depot NLK Sapper, the all beach one. That's like such a good deal for such a good shape. All beach with awesome design on the Tama, so can't really go wrong with that. You know, we got a bamboo one, and they all play kind of differently from each other, so we'll get into that. In terms of like what you get, you're going to get string tool, you're going to get a bead, you're going to get an extra string, you're going to get all that stuff. And I don't have packaging on me because these are all straight from Depot, so they were off the rack. And I had a box of this one, but then when it got shipped to me, I told the person to just toss the box because I didn't need it. But they have some nice packaging. NLK has some really, really nice packaging. I'll put it somewhere here. Anyways, what y'all are here for, and that is how this thing freaking plays. So I'm going to talk about the things that it does really, really, really well first, and we'll get into kind of the differences between all of them. First of all, this is a lunar Kendama. When I tell you right here, I got this bamboo lofty craft joint right here. Oh my goodness, like, it sticks, it's flat, it feels great every single time. This is one of the Damas I think I landed quad loon on, which is amazing. And then I also landed inward loon tray on this, which is also pretty crazy. So yeah, this is a lunar Kendama, smacks every single lunar trick ever in my life. You get this bamboo one, you'll be able to huck whatever you want because it's pretty light. Also, this thing is great for lighthouses. It has a deceivingly bigger base cup, which is awesome. Even though we have a kind of smaller area right here on the sword, it flares out at the bottom, so the handle saw kind of juts out, and we have a really nice surface area for base cups and all of that stuff, which is great. I don't know how Jacob does this, but another thing this Ken shape does well is that just because of the ratio between all the cups, because of the height of the sword, this thing is super fun to Ken flip and juggle all of these. This bamboo one, because of bamboo and just the nature of it, the weight in this base cup area just doesn't feel as dense or as nice as these two on the beach, and then this splice right here can feel weird for Ken flips sometimes, and sometimes juggles, but for the most part, all of these juggle super nice and have an awesome in-hand feeling for all your kind of juggle tricks and your Ken flip tricks. As for stalls, it's something to write home about. It's not like it does it like extremely well or anything, like let's say anything that has the extruding cup rims or anything like that nowadays, but it gets the job done for sure. It's not bad by any means. We have thinner stall points, which is great for stalls. On this beach one, it also has rad clear, so that might be helping with it a little bit, but I've been grabbing on stalls pretty well, which is awesome. This thing right here is killer for stalls because it has a freaking huge bevel and it has grippy paint, so you know it's gonna stick on there. Obviously, purple heart not the best for stalls, so it actually isn't doing as well as maybe if it was maple or something, but But they get the job done, and that's what matters. You know, I really thought that this handle saw, though, in particular would be kind of weird because it juts out just a little bit more than other handle saws, but it fits on there pretty nicely. It doesn't like stick on there. Like there's some Kendamas I played recently where they just like have perfect saw points. So this one works. It doesn't just stick on there, but it works, and that's all that really matters. Now here's where we kind of get into the variations, and that's with taps and gunslingers. This doesn't really come from the shape, but just because of bamboo is bamboo. Like I was saying earlier with just the weight distribution at the bottom here, when you're doing your taps and your gunslingers, they don't feel too good. Taps for bamboo, they don't really hit. You really have to hit it hard back and forth for it to work. As for gunslingers, just because of the weight, there just feels like there's no weight down there. You have to sling really fast for you to be able to get it to work. My man Caleb Jeffries, aka Sling Shady, we were talking about what makes slings good on a kendama and makes it generally good, and that was sling speed. If you're able to sling fast and sling slow on a kendama, that means it's a good slinger dama. This one you can only sling fast on, and I've tried to sling slow, and I'd say I'm a pretty good slinger person. You can only sling fast on these, but on the beach one and on this wood line splice, wood weight distribution, density distribution of the wood and all that stuff, perfect on these, and they are very, very good slinger kendamas. They don't like blow it out like the G shape or anything like that, but not a lot of shapes blow it out like the G shape, but they get slings done, and I'm pretty comfortable hitting trips on them pretty comfortably at both speeds, slow and fast, which is great. Also taps on these, really, really great. I can really feel it when I go back and forth on both of these kendamas right here. Think about that. This bamboo one, a little bit weird for taps and gunslingers. These other two wood types, and I'm pretty sure the other woods they offer, really, really good. I will say there are specific splices that are catered towards lunars, so expect some kind of weight differentiation when you try to sling or when you try to tap because of how the wood line splices. I don't have them, so I can't tell you specifically. Spacewalks, throwing this thing, cups, all that stuff, all your basic stuff that you'd find in kendama, no problems. I've never had any problems with that because it really comes down to weight, and if you mess up big cupping, then I don't know why you're making kendama. So good job, NLK. Now going into like features I really like about this kendama, it doesn't really feel that big. Jacob did a really nice job of keeping the sword length pretty small and not long at all. I wouldn't want to say it's a stubby shape at all, but it keeps almost like an OG kendama feeling because of the sword height while having really freaking big cups. But also the cups aren't overtly big or anything, which is great. There are some shapes where I just look at them and I'm like, wow, that's big. This does a really good job of feeling like a normal shape and not really going outside the, you know, traditional designs of kendama, and just being a really playable kendama while still fitting into the traditional designs of kendama. Now with that all being said, it's a very, very well-rounded shape and able to do a lot of different tricks, and keep in mind what wood type you get, what weight you get, the weight distribution depending on what kind of splice you get, and all that kind of stuff when getting your NLK setup. Now that that's all out of the way, would I suggest this for different kind of comps? Yes, every single comp you can think of. If you're doing a speed ladder, reliable. If you're doing open, reliable. If you're doing freestyle, literally can do every trick except for if you want to be like a god of lunars, maybe do this one and don't sling on this one. If you want to do everything, maybe stick around this area right here. But such a well-rounded kendama, there's no situation where I would be uncomfortable using this in any kind of competition scenario. Now, prices vary for all of these, but I'm gonna talk about this middle one specifically. You can get a full beach setup with sticky paint, rubber paint, or just a natty between $15 to $25, which is crazy to try an awesome, awesome shape, full beach, which now kendamas are getting kind of expensive, so getting a full setup with an awesome shape for under $25 or at $25 is amazing. If you got the extra cash, go for a beautiful wood line design or any of the slices that Jacob offers, because man, like he loves doing what he does, and he's also just really freaking good at choosing wood and all that kind of stuff. They also got a bunch of different hardwoods and then woods like bamboo, so you know, if you're a big fan of bamboo or any of the other woods, just go for it, because this shape is really, really reliable in my opinion. So price point varies, and I think all the prices are fair depending on which one you get and all that kind of stuff. Compared to other kendamas on the market, I would say get this. You need at least one in your collection. Obviously we got homies, you got other people that play kendama near you hopefully, so maybe they have one, you could try it out. If you're a beach fan, at least get a Depot Sapper, try it out, because man, this shape, it hits, it smacks, it does all the good things. I hope that covers everything for this video. If you guys have any questions or if I didn't cover anything, please let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe button, hit post notifications so you'll be one of the first to watch these videos when they come out, and obviously sharing the video goes a long way for this channel. Thank you, Jacob, for being one of my supporters. Thank you, MJ from Kendama Depot, for helping me out get some of these, and just thank you to the whole kendama community, because y'all are so nice and y'all make some great products, and I love seeing small companies thrive. So keep up the good work. This is awesome. Hopefully we can get a grunt soon and we can do a review on the grunt, because the grunt looks pretty nice. Haha. This is Elijah from NLK Kendama, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.